don't we go ahead and get started then? Amit, why don't you go ahead, please?
Yes, John. So yesterday, after stand-up, Jay told me to check like our CPU spec again reached to like 30 to 40% at midnight UTC. So I work on that today to find the reason. What is the reason behind it? So it was not the log rotate which we fixed earlier. So that is working fine. It was due to there is a so OS level job running system summary job, generate system performance summary. So that was running at that time, 12 o'clock UTC. So
And what does that job do?
it's generate a system performance summary.
Somewhat like
Overall,
a report?
sorry.
Like a report?
It's yes on the OS level. It is OS level, not for our use.
Hmm. Okay. So
So
do we do we need it?
I think it's required for at the Linux level. So we change the timing like same like a log rotate thing. So I
Okay.
created a script for it and created pull request. So now we change that timing to 11:30 a.m. UTC.
Okay. And if it's causing that much of a slowdown now, what happens if there's 10 times more usage,
Then we'd have 10 times more servers, ideally.
more servers?
Multiple of servers, yeah. This is a backend server, so we do scale up and down depending on if there is like a massive surge of users. So
Okay.
there is a maximum amount of load that we would ever let these servers get to before we just add another server into the mixture.
Okay. So it just needs more server capacity to run better?
I want to say more server capacity to run, but if we could change the timing of these jobs, that would be beneficial. It's and then we just pick, our lowest time of activity, but each server only has, let's say, a theoretical maximum load, and when it when it surpasses that point, and I think what we do is we measure the server load based on the number of requests that we receive, not on like internal jobs, because we measure these thresholds, and when we surpass a threshold that we define, that's when we scale up or down a server. And I believe it's based on the number of like web requests, which would be number of people using the app. So if this is an internal Linux thing, I could see why we're not like doing a scaling activity or anything weird because of it. That we're just letting it run.
Okay. All righty. So there's no inherent flaw within it like that we can optimize?
Well, I think what we're doing is changing the time. Changing the time is optimizing, like making
Yeah.
sure that we run this script at a time that is best for us.
Yeah. Um, what about, you know, other than just changing the time?
Well, this job is part of the operating system. So if we start changing things with the operating system and that default image, um, a couple of things. Either one, we're responsible for managing the operating system image, which means making sure that all the updates are handled rather than the default, which AWS makes sure that they keep the security updates and everything up to date on. Or yeah, or we just find a time,
Okay.
find a time to run a script, because we can only deviate so far until it's like uh, our OS might not update because it detected a shift in the configuration.
I see. Okay. I'm surprised it would slow us down so much. If it's something that is like kind of a default process that everyone, and it's part of the OS that runs for everyone.
I mean, it's something I wonder on, man. I wonder if we're just making too many logs.
Right.
Could we
Maybe
just be
Ahmed could
too
look
many
into that.
logs? Yeah,
Sorry, can you please repeat for me?
maybe we're producing just too many logs.
Yes. I think we can remove all the console. There are lots of unnecessary console inside our backend side, so we can remove those consoles also.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think we should disable some of that console logging on the production servers.
Yes.
Okay. Yes, Ahmed, will you take a look at
Mm.
all the logs that were
Yeah,
and then see where we could
we will
reduce.
keep only minimum logs which will require to debug things. Otherwise, we can turn off everything.
Okay. Okay, sounds good. What else do you have going on it?
Yeah, those things keep my time. That since this is the OS level things and it's required deep knowledge and deep things there.
Okay. Well, yeah. Be careful as you're, reducing the amount of logs so we don't
Yep.
use
Yeah.
important ones. But yeah, maybe reducing
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
okay. Okay. Well, let me know how it goes tomorrow. Thank you,
Yeah.
Amit.
Thanks, John.
Hmm. Okay. Jerry, why don't you continue?
Yeah. So I did not have many, let's say, development related tasks to work on yesterday, but what I did work on is if you had the time to look at it in the development chat, John, is I know one thing that you emphasized before the holiday was we need to start comparing what's happening in the old architecture and the new architecture.
Mhm.
So I created a couple videos that take our latest build with the old architecture and our latest build with the new architecture, and we're running it side by side, frame by frame.
Okay. Good.
So if you go through those videos, like I did onboarding, and I just showed everything that happens, like when you open the app, like different lotties and animations that play. I just did the onboarding flow for now. Today I was probably planning on going on some of the other flows in the app for like favoriting and check-ins and stuff. You'll see that in the new architecture, and I think when I talked about it yesterday, Ismail and Amin were pretty aware of it. It was just something with one issue being with the lotties
Okay.
that the lotties have to be converted, and they had an idea of what needs to be done. I think Ismail reached out to you yesterday about that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and the other part was the reanimated React Native reanimated stuff,
Mhm.
which is part of like the text animations and stuff. So
That
that
too also has needs to be some redoing of those too.
yeah, I think Amin could cover more on that, but he said that
Mhm.
that may be a bit more complex as it seems. He's like already done the research on like the GitHub repository of. There's a lot of people that are struggling with the React Native animated going into the new architecture.
Lovely.
So
Okay.
Amin
No,
has
no,
done
but,
research, but
yeah, but
yeah, go
like all of the it's not like fixed, but like they find like a way
Mhm.
to be in the latest version, so it's like it's like complies with the new architecture, and still control what do you want in that version, just to not suffer from other stuff because you might be not use not like needing other features, but
Mhm.
they might be impacting you indirectly. But in the added ways to toggle off those features if you don't want to. But it's not like it's easy as that. You first you have to go find those animations that's like causing issues. Like for example, the one you shared last week with the topic headers. There was like a flicker. That was
Mhm.
because of the animated.
Mhm.
And yeah, like once we discover those, and this is what we do in Jerry helping with the videos, like before and after, like all new architecture videos side to side. With that, we're gonna be able to track down those ones that's specific to reanimated and see what we can change about it. But it's reported and it's fixed, and we're just gonna follow the path.
Okay. Okay. Um, is that how you fix the flicker with the header, or did you do a different fix?
No, no. This is like so. Well, we're still using the old reanimated version. We still didn't update it,
Mhm.
so we're gonna be expecting having those kind of issues. But if we're gonna upgrade reanimated to not see, so the reanimated is like complies with the new architecture. This is gonna open a new other issues for us. And there is that like the flag features they did, so we don't see those issues. I know like it's a little bit confusing, but like the reason why we see the jitteriness because of some reanimated animations is because we're still using the old version, which was for the old architecture. with the new React Native architecture.
Okay. Okay.
And
When it
normal,
comes to that fix, you addressed it in a different way. It sounds like though, right? Just
yeah, it just like yeah, it just finding another way to not have the issue there, but
mm,
not like upgrading reanimated. Like the way for it is like to upgrade the reanimated, but if we're
mm,
gonna do that, it's gonna open another issue, like for other issues.
okay. Are we planning to upgrade reanimated and toggle it on and off when we want it? Is that the idea?
Um, Upgrading reanimated is gonna cause a lot of like like other animations is gonna break, and we have to go and spot those animation and see what like features we need to toggle off to not see that issue. Like one thing like I remember is like the spring. Like we have some animations like for that they do spring, and they did some changes to so the spring is like it's like they did some changes for performance for spring. Those changes they're like causes like the spring to be crazy, like a crazy spring, you know.
Okay.
It's yeah, and there's like a way. It's like the first thing you can do is like go one by one of these springs and do the required change, or just toggle that change. Toggle it off? That did it way. So yeah, it's but upgrading it's like the way for it, but it's not gonna just it's not upgrade a version. It's gonna fix all the jitteriness with the reanimated.
Okay. I see. Okay. Um, so sounds like there is going to be a lot of work cut out on it.
Mhm.
Okay. Is the reanimated team, are they looking at addressing it, but like in a more permanent way? Have they made
I
announcements?
don't I don't have an answer for that. I don't think so, because I think they find a way where it's like it's a win for everyone. If you're like if you want to use the latest reanimated version, but you don't want to like benefit from all the features they did, you can go and toggle off those features,
I see.
and you're not gonna see these issues. But if you're ready to fully jump into the latest version, then toggle on all the features and fix the things that doesn't work for you to follow the new rules they did. So I think
Mm,
like they find like a good spot for everyone.
I see. So are you going to spend time going through all the reanimated animations? I guess we don't need
Um,
that many, do we?
yeah. Well, for now, I was focusing on the chat, on specifically like the transition between the tabs when you like on a main chat, for example, and you wanna go to a topic, like that transition. Like you shared a video where there's a lot of issues there. It's not smooth there is, so I'm working on it. Did some good progress there. Still have to do more, and it's all came. This one it was not like specifically reanimated, but like a combination of like the tabs library we use in there and some React Native APIs we need to change to get it work. And yeah, it's like right now when you switch tabs, I think I did a screen record. Let me show you.
Mhm.
Um, I still have a couple issues that I need to work on. Let me see if this is the video. Let me find the video first. I think it's not this one. Mm, yeah, let me just share this one. Yeah, it's still not there, but like I'm working on it to finish it.
Okay.
Uh, so there is no chat, like there's no messages, just like the transition of everything,
Mhm.
how it is. Like let me do it in full speed. It's a little bit smoother than it was before.
Yeah. I see.
You can see the input a little bit now. You can see the input like still it's hidden for a little bit period of time, but before it was like for a half second hidden, and also like that view photo gallery, it still was not there. But now like it's better. But like the issue that I'm there's two issues in this video. Like the obvious one is like when the tab is switched, you see this like this
Mm,
gap. But
mhm.
look for the background color. It's gonna be changed. It's different.
Interesting. Yeah,
Yeah, it's like I'm not sure
it's
what's
taking
going
the
on.
one next to it first.
Yeah, like you can see like right now it's a background color, then it's different.
Mm,
So obviously the one that's correct, I guess, is the second one. It fixes itself after.
yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna work to eliminate this gap so it transitions better. But this is not the one that I'm focusing on right now. What I'm focusing on is like the this pink indicator. It's like I'm gonna tell you when I'm gonna. Right now, I just tap, like I tapped on it, and you can see it immediately jumps.
Hmm.
Then this transition for the tabs happen.
Right.
So they're not in sync. Like they're not happening at the same time. It's like the indicator first, then the actual tab. So I'm working on to have them go like in sync. Like as the indicator is going to the right, for
Mhm.
example, this swiping of the tabs is gonna be on the right. So this is what I'm working on right now. So it feels smooth. Then I'll fix this gap here too,
Okay.
but in general, it feels smoother than it was before.
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely improved.
just like and once I'm gonna done, I'll have to bring back the messages because it's adds up a lot of overhead too to the
Mhm.
smoothness. So once I'm having this is nice, smooth and everything, that I'll bring back the messages. I'm sure it's gonna introduce like 100 millisecond delay, so I know it's the messages, so I'll look inside just the messages to see what's the issue that's caused the delay for it. And yeah, that's what I was focusing on. Yeah, there's the other issue. You can see like you see like the focused tab.
Yeah.
It's
It's what?
cropped off. Like
Oh,
you can see.
yeah. I didn't notice that. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, this is small. I'm having it for the last thing to fix. I know what's going on, so I'll fix it later. I know what's going on there. But yeah, like I was mainly focused like yesterday and today's morning on this.
Okay.
And
Wow.
yeah,
All these little things, all of this caused by the new React Native
yeah,
architecture, huh?
yeah, yeah.
Wow. Okay. And this
Because like
here.
we're using React Native and we use the libraries that depends on APIs of React Native, and you have like everything is connected. It's like I don't know, like it's Switzerland watch. If one like
Yeah.
piece element is not like functioning as it is, everything is gonna be breaking.
Right. 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 Um. Okay. Well, yeah. This gonna take longer than we originally thought. I think because then, of course, there's other areas of the app that are gonna
Hmm.
a lot of attention to detail, but maybe it'll go faster as you identify where some of these defects occur. What do you think?
Yeah, it is. And once I don't identify, I give it to the AI
Mhm.
to help me figure out. Like right now, the issue that I was talking about with the indicator, like I explained to the AI, it takes like 15 minutes or 20 minutes to go everything. It is suggest me some solutions. I'm going through them
Mhm.
to see which one's gonna work better and apply to make like the indicator goes in sync with the switching tabs here.
Okay, well that's good. Um,
Yeah.
I wonder if any of the really big companies have released with the new architecture yet, like the Walmart app. They rely on React Native. I wonder if they're even. Do you know? Like, is everyone in the same boat as us, where they have to do?
I'm not sure about Walmart, but I know other apps too, like the migrated to the new architecture, and it was painful. Like it's not easy.
Mhm.
It's like
And they
even
really,
like even Facebook or Meta like themselves,
yeah,
like they migrated to the new architecture, and it was not like I think like years of working for them to not like the whole app. It just for example, they use a React Native in the marketplace Facebook, like not the whole app, just the marketplace Facebook.
yeah,
That's in React Native, and they did migrate it to the new architecture, and it
yeah.
took them years, because like they have like I remember like one of the engineers like we have more than 1,000 screens in React Native for the Facebook Marketplace, and it took them years to migrate it to the new architecture. That's Meta, and they did like, and they are the same not the same engineers, but like at least the same teams who worked on React Native internally, so they know it to its core, and still took years.
Wow. You're right. Okay. Well, um, but they did end up releasing it, huh? With
It's released. No, no, it's released. Like when they did it, they released it. They shared the news.
oh, okay. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Alrighty. Do you have any more you want to update on? I mean,
No, this is what I was working on, and I'll keep working on it once I'm done, and I'll be like looking into the share, like I don't know, like everything related to chat, like the transitions between actions. I'll be looking on. So I think that's gonna be my main focus for this week.
okay. Okay. Sounds good. Thank you.
Anyways.
I mean, Jerry, did you have more you were going to continue with?
Um, so I just kind of want to get your input on where my priorities should be focused. I'm going to go record these videos, if not just a side by side comparison. That way, we just have stuff to look at. I
Mhm.
know I worked with Daniel and stuff about some emails that we're going to be sending out. I think y'all might be needing me to do a lot of that today, if that's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. We got a lot of stuff going on. Yeah. Let's connect after stand up and we'll plan some stuff out.
Okay, got it. That's
Okay.
all I got then.
Okay. Thank you. All right. Ismail, why don't you go ahead?
Yes. So yesterday, well, I have good news and a little bit of bad news. So in terms of, I got the what's it called, the podcasting to work, so that when you leave chat, it doesn't automatically close it if you're playing a podcast. It will close it if you're playing chat, if you're playing a track from chat, which it already does. I kept that behavior as is for now. But if you're playing a podcast and you're switching between chats, it won't interrupt you. Um,
Oh, good.
and I also did the I updated them yesterday, but I guess you weren't here, so I just did the internal link. So when you're sending, like, sometimes if you send internal links, it opens a web browser.
Yeah.
Now it would navigate you instead in the app without opening a web browser.
Okay. Okay. No,
But if
that
you
didn't
share it
make
with
it
the
in.
podcast, huh?
That didn't make it into the last build yet.
Not 15. It's 16. I mean, reviewed it today. It's approved. I'm literally pushing Android up as we speak.
Okay.
And iOS is on the way.
Okay. And the first part where you said the podcast for it to work when you leave, um, I thought that was addressed though in the last build, right?
No, it was not. I was informed of it as when I created the last build. I had not fixed it yet.
I see. Okay.
Yeah.
So you have to stay in.
Yeah, it was a little tricky to get it to work, but I figured it out. You know, at the end it was because we had one player that was shared. I knew why. It's just getting it to work was a little tricky because I had to now mark the source whatever we're playing, is it playing from chat or is it playing from podcast, so I can trigger a certain code or not trigger it.
Okay.
But yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. Um, okay. And that'll be in the next build for testing.
Yeah. So that's the good news. Now the not so good news is I have two. First one is YouTube seems to have changed permissions,
Hmm.
so we can't play that trailer we have on our profiles anymore.
Really?
Yeah, they're not letting us.
We have YouTube API access.
Do we? Maybe if we change it to YouTube API access or something, it would be different. But
Well, this is backend. Like this is how I'm fetching like the thumbnails if somebody shares a video.
so when we play a video, where's that coming from? Is that coming?
I think that comes from like TMDB or something like that.
The YouTube one.
Yeah, Amit. Do you remember what the YouTube trailer comes from?
So YouTube trailer comes from they are giving video ID, and like app is playing that ID on the
Yeah,
YouTube.
where does it? But like, where does it come from? TMDB.
TMDB.
Mm. So looks like there's a problem there because it's not it's I don't have permissions. Like if the screen that Todd shared in development, that's I looked into it. It's more of a YouTube permissions thing, and we have to open the browser to basically play it on YouTube itself. Now I don't know if that can be fixed. I don't know if it's a backend thing maybe or a TMDB thing. Not sure, but I do know it's something related to some rules YouTube changed, I think.
Okay, so can you test with the API and see if that overcomes it?
Well, I mean, I've tried a few things. So like basically, what happens is the way I get it, we have like a youtube.com/watch, and then we get the trailer ID, and that trailer ID, like the link itself is not necessarily wrong because when I click on when I click on the watch on YouTube, it opens the right one, obviously. But the problem is we're having trouble accessing that link from our video player itself. It's like YouTube is not letting us, is what I'm thinking here. Let me look more into it. But because also it's not working in the old app or in the new one, and if you go to a very old build, so and this would kind of confirm my theory actually. Let me do that right now. Let me just go to like a very old build just to make sure it is something from YouTube and not like, let's go to build like, let's say 80. That's the oldest one we have, and that's like from 2 months ago. Oh, I probably have to re-onboard with this one, but anyways, I'll figure it out. Yeah, as I expected. Anyways, I'm as I re-onboard, what another thing I was working on is related to onboarding, and that is how it's not smooth. So I saw weird behavior yesterday, which I slacked to John about it. So I know the animations we have are definitely not the best option in terms of they're not optimized the best way they can be. But I know also that it's kind of a hassle to recreate these and so on. I mean, I don't know how much of a hassle, but I think you told me they're a little time consuming, and whoever creates them, you have to like double check his work and make sure he didn't miss anything and so on.
Yeah, there's that. Yeah, that's the part.
Yeah.
Saying it's you can make them pretty easy, but then they're not always up to par.
Correct. So that's why I mean, I would recommend starting slowly using the optimized lobbies, which is slowly converting pretty much all the lobbies, starting with the onboarding, which is the important ones, and then later on slowly switching the less important ones. But since it's a hassle, but I guess we don't want to do it on. I guess we maybe want to pick and choose for now which ones we really want to optimize. And the one I sent you, I would still want it to be optimized because that one is very big and it's very heavy.
Okay.
So that one, if you can
With
still,
that.
huh?
I'll start with that one.
Yeah. So that one for sure. I mean, do you want me to send you kind of a list of lotties or not really? Just like if one is fine, then we'll just do that one.
Well,
Like, would it be more
they're all
efficient to
gonna
do
need-
more than one? Huh?
They'll all need it eventually, right?
It's like, think about it this way: if you do it, you'll have a more performant app and a lighter app.
Yeah. Yep. Okay. Well, yeah.
So and they don't all necessarily like need it. Some of them, the the refactor might not be worth it. For this one, it would for sure be worth it because this one's huge.
Yeah.
But for
Well,
other ones,
those
you
that
know,
that definitely are going to make a noticeable difference. Let's start with a list. You can give me a list.
yeah. Um, so and the way and the reason why we have these lotties, they were smoother in the old one they are now, is because I mean, they were running on software before, and they're also running on software now. But for whatever reason, the new architecture, if you have it run on software, it's just not smooth. Like I switched it to hardware or automatic, I put it, um, and that, and then I went through onboarding again, and it was not all of onboarding. All the lotties played really smooth. Like there was no jankiness whatsoever with the lotties. So, so what? And the reason we have it on software is because not all of them work on hardware.
Right.
Like some of them don't work at all. Some of them have missed parts. Like some of them you'll see missed animations and stuff. Like it won't, it's so. Anyways, what I want to do is for onboarding, I want to switch just onboarding, switch them all to automatic, which basically we let the Lottie library determine, and most likely it will be all on hardware. Um, I'll at least for the onboarding, I'm going to have them all on hardware so we can have a smooth experience there because we know that's a critical flow. And any lotties that we see that don't work, which I'll try to find them, and if I miss anything, you guys, when you test in the build, see whatever you see it's off, we can redo those lotties so that they work nicely with it running on hardware.
Okay.
So there's that. And now the other so the other thing that is causing Jenkins is reanimated, as Amin was saying. Now when onboarding, the main we do have some complex animations, mainly when it comes to the SOT screen and the flipping. Like we know when it rotates and that. It's just not having it. It does not like it. It does not like that 3D effect we're applying to it. Not in the new architecture. And I spent a good amount of time trying to have it work without updating the library, like having that effect, that especially that 3D flip effect work, and it's not having it.
Which,
I
3D effect? Where
When you're onboarding, when you the SOT, you know how
Mhm.
like how
Oh,
it
that,
rotates.
yeah, it can be replaced with something else. It
Yeah.
doesn't.
So if you do want to have it with something else, that would probably be because it's not liking the 3D and because like the new architecture is not liking the 3D and in reanimated 3. I don't know if in 4 would play nicer
Mm.
and it would work fine, but what I can tell is from yesterday, it's not liking the 3D stuff. At least reanimated 3 with the new architecture. They're just they don't work with the 3D stuff. I mean, there's a lot of other problems as I mean said, like the spring and other stuff, but the 3D it literally starts it skips it, and then it just goes to the end. So if we do want to switch to something else, I don't know what that something else would be, but that could be a temporary solution to smooth out, and maybe after we do the migration to 4, because I think eventually we will want to.
Mhm.
We can go back to any fancy 3D effects we want and add.
Okay. Okay, yeah. Let's just do something a little more simple then in that spot.
And I don't know what that's like. You'd have to tell me what that simple thing would be. Like, is it going to be a slide in? Is it going to be a fade in? Like,
Right. Probably slide in. Yeah.
a slide and fade, or just slide
Both. Like
both.
with the text. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'll try to see if I can get something a prototype and maybe screen record it and send it over to see how if you want to like I'll have something and then I'll share it to you and you can tell me what you like and don't and we can go from there.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, and it can follow the same.
Yeah.
We already do it with the text, so I would maybe follow.
Yeah. And I don't want to bother you with this because I know you're busy. So I don't know if there's anybody else who has a good eye for this stuff that I can work with.
Oh, that's okay. You can send it to me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, that's the other bad news I had, which was some reanimated stuff, especially around 3D. It's not liking it. with the new architecture. And I tried myself. I tried with 3 different AIs, not one, and none of them were like none of us were able to come to a solution that actually works with the setup we have.
Okay. Well, what else do you have on your plate then?
Um, yeah, I'm thinking about just after we have this YouTube, after we look, I'm gonna work with like either Ahmed or Jerry about this YouTube thing, and after we have a solution, maybe if it's back end, then we're good. I can just push 16. If there is any front end changes needed, I might hold off on publishing 16, and I'll still publish 16, but maybe I'll add that YouTube fix to it with the previewing the trailer. So um other than that, I'm honestly just trying to find like I'm going through the app and trying to find flaws and trying to like animations, a lot of these stuff that are affecting the app and making it feel janky. Trying to fix that. That's kind of where I'm at with this. And I'm starting with onboarding, as I obviously mentioned.
Okay. Okay. Anything else you want to add?
No, it's pretty much all I had. So unless there's anything urgent that needs to be done right now, I'm just honestly looking at trying to improve the app, trying to look at the small details.
Okay, sounds good. Okay, then, yeah, we got a lot going on today. Jerry, why don't you hang out here and we'll wrap it up there. So, yeah, Ahmed, Amin, Ismail, thanks for the updates, and yeah, just let me know if you guys need anything. We'll catch up later.
Sounds good.
All right, thanks, guys.